Systems are go. About 90 seconds to the launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius, Julius Caesar, enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 27 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we continued our ongoing skirmish with the Hazar Horde, this time getting the better of a few of their smaller fleets that encroached on our space. Not long after the battle, the Great Khan died suddenly, and an ensuing power struggle is now ongoing in the Horde. We also suffered another blow from the Vazaran hegemony, this time raiding the Romulus planet in the Seven Hills system, a direct insult to Roman honor. We continue to build and improve our fleet and have now begun restoring dormant gateways and megastructures that litter the galaxy. We've also begun terraforming a barren world in the Epsilon Eridani system and also Mars in the Sol system. We've had the technology for a while to begin terraforming, so barren worlds are a pretty good place to start, while we have the nubile life seeding for worlds that we can already live on. And that's really where we've left off, so that was something I did in between episodes. We didn't actually do that in the last one. So like I said, at Sol, at Mars, terraforming has begun. Because we've had that tech for quite a long time. And I think in the last episode, we may have gotten the techs or the technologies to actually do it for barren planets and things like that. So I just noticed it in the expansion planner. It was telling me that we could have done that. And I was like, oh yeah, like that would be a good use for our energy. So I sold, we didn't have quite enough energy, so I sold off some consumer goods. And I sold off about half the exotic gases we had. It gave me about 10,000 energy, and that was enough to start the conversion process on both planets. So that's for Epsilon Eridani here, and Mars at Sol. So the interesting thing with these two planets, just generally, is that it didn't, we couldn't land on it already. So I've been holding off on landing on some planets, because eventually we'll use the nubile life seeding, and we'll land on the planets, and that'll, convert them into Gaia worlds pretty much instantly. But these can't even be landed on, so the life seeding doesn't work there. So this is perfect. For that kind of thing. The other thing I noticed is I just noticed in between episodes, I haven't read any comments yet, that I was saying I don't know what to spend the influence on. I think what I'll probably spend influence on is just doing a bunch of claims on the Site 1066-7 override. I mean, we went to war with them once before. They're not in any sort of federation. And, it doesn't look the best, this border here. We want to get this entire cluster. So I think I'm just going to do that now. Don't really see a reason why not, so hopefully I'm not too crazy. They're claiming on me, so they don't seem to have a problem with it. We'll just see how much it comes to. So that'll be these four systems here. Let's get that one as a choke. This one, and this one. It's 451 influence. It's pretty much half of what we have right now. We could always add to it if we feel like we need to. Because we could go to war for all of that then at some point. They are just silly little machines after all. And because the reason that we want to do that at all is we want to work our way towards the galactic core, but I want to take out their main planets first. I guess maybe I should think of yeah, we actually can't come down this way, so I really do have to like claim around like that if I wanted to, or go through the Veldonor Zealots, which is a possibility. We have border access with them, no reason why we couldn't. Alright, so that's pretty much where we left off. We're just going to continue business as usual, as I say. Our fleet is currently at 57,000 fleet power, and we have 24,000 fleet power in the Corvette fleet. Didn't make too many changes for anything. Still have some unemployment elsewhere. Tried to keep Pops alive and well on Terra. Doing a bit of a reform here. Improving the technology buildings. Removing the Zero distillery. We got to put that somewhere else actually. And then I'm going to build the embassy complex because I did indeed find it. I think it must be a capital only thing. And I was probably looking at other planets or something before. And that's going to give us an extra envoy. So that's going to be good. Alright, repairs are completed. Because I honestly have no idea what the hell's happening with these guys, based on the fact that like now they're apparently infighting. I don't know if that means the fleets are turning on each other or what it physically means, but I'm kind of tempted to now push back against them and see what happens if we come into the Gardener system and start taking things out. Or we could come down through the Huff system and help our Colden brothers get back some of their territory, which might be nice. I think I'd like to be a little bit more proactive and do something rather than just sit back all the time. So our fleets are repaired. We'll just upgrade one time here and then get this next thing built. And once that's done, we're going to head back to Opsius. In fact, we could go there now. And then go through that wormhole. And we're going to see what we can do out here. But they might settle down. I know that the only thing I know, to break the fourth wall a little bit, I know that the Horde at some point can settle down and turn into a regular empire. But I have no idea the conditions necessary, if another Khan can emerge in the guy's place, or if it always settles, or what the deal is. I guess I'll find out. I don't know if the fleets fight each other or what, so it's all new to me. Alright, so our fleet's heading back. I've commissioned buildings and stuff out here. I've also queued up now guns and things to be built onto our starbase at Alpes Graia. Devastation! We come across another broken world. A brief scan of its vicinity reveals traces of the same heavy element alloys used by the Vazarans, another world fallen victim to their reign of terror. So that's interesting because I failed to mention it, but I found where the other gateway was. It's down here. So our gateway is at Brundisium, right around here. And taking this gateway led to Cosmalian. So we can go through that. For those who don't know what a gateway is, gateways connect to all of the gateways, unlike wormholes, which only connect to one entry and one exit point. Gateways connect to all of the gateways, but they have to be powered on. So this one must have been powered on. That's the only one we could go through to. So I'm just surveying the area around here, and we happen to find a broken world. So that's the current situation. And hopefully everything stays pretty stable on Terra, because I think there will be some unemployment as I get rid of certain jobs and create new ones. So we'll see how that goes. More to do with the hidden worlds. The archaeological team has made an unexpected discovery. Embedded within the station walls is a hidden surveillance system that seems to have been feeding visual and auditory information to a single point somewhere in the station's core. Someone was monitoring the disciples at all times, even in their most private moments. In some places, the equipment has been torn out or sabotaged. Closer to the central hub are signs of violence and disruption. It seems as though at some point the inhabitants discovered that they were being monitored. Now, these are the guys that are like super religious, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. Alrighty. Alloy's pretty good production rate considering our fleet's on the move. Pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I did it last episode or not, but we are restoring the gateway at system 2872.
Key modification complete.
Did it say I have a governor? Oh yeah, it was this one. Claws of Scion. Righteous, trade value, good. Gene modification complete. I also modified the Colden. So the Colden species had about 50 pops within our territory. There they are. So their conditioned trait, I made them persistent. No, that's not it. It looks like I did. Oh, no. I remember now. For some reason, there already was a modified thing where they were persistent and unflinching. I just removed the unflinching. I never modified them in the first place, but for some reason they did have an offshoot themselves. And most of them were in the second category, some of them were in the first. So all I did was I removed that unflinching trait from them, which basically meant that as a slave, they really affected stability quite a lot. So I just removed that because they are slaves. They are our slaves, so I have genetically modified them to not be a problem anymore. Because I think I was mentioning it before. I was like, why is this planet like having issues? Do we have a slave processing facility? Even with one, we're getting crime and stuff. It's because they were unflinching. They wouldn't bend the knee, I guess you could say. Hades has a trade hub. See, we're lacking 88 trade value from titanium now because the Starbase got destroyed. I don't want to put trade hubs on this one. I could put more trade hubs out here so it reaches through. We need just 3. There's already 1. Which is a possibility. Alexandria has 6. Oh no, sorry, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it had 7, it could actually reach there. So yeah, maybe we could just upgrade this then. We don't need this to be a station. Put a station above titanium. I think it's important. All right.
System surveyed.
Let's see how long those terraforming candidates take. About 5,200 days. That is a long time. The Horde reverts to old ways. The death of the Khan has also provided the killing blow for many reforms that were instituted by the Hazar to turn their disorganized marauder clans into an organized, consolidated galactic empire. None of the warlords who succeeded the Great Khan have shown the least bit of interest in continuing these reforms, and the Hazar have all reverted to the old ways of their violent marauder past. The Hazar are united no longer. It was inevitable, perhaps. Hazar Braves. So you can just hire them to do raiding targets and things like that. Interesting. So they're just back to how they were, but they're quite large. So these are all technically independent little areas and independent fleets that collectively are still our enemy, but they won't be doing raids on us unless paid by someone. Well, we're still going to take them out, obviously. It's just a matter of when. But it does mean that we can now reclaim the areas we lost. I might have to remove that thing, because it just keeps popping up. It's like every 2 months. Societal shift. They do have a construction ship still moving. Maybe they are still thinking of doing stuff. But there's no way I'm going to let them... What just happened? I know what's happened. Because of the Hazar Horde going away, I think a lot of people are starting to close their borders with me again. Because it's no longer the galactic community's mandate to get rid of that Horde. So they don't see a reason to have their borders open to me anymore to help, for me to help out. It's kind of interesting. So be it. Well, we might just go to war with the Site 10667 override then. We're hungry. We built all these fleets. What the hell are they doing? They are building that back up. Yeah, no way. No way. Let's get down here right now. Yeah, I didn't realize they just rebuilt. Or they continue to expand like that. Oh my god, all the messages. I get it.
Fleet upgrades applied.
The Sadrel exiles left the Interstellar League. Interesting. Okay. How far until 2,000 days for the megastructure? Alright. So I'm going to send down a fleet. We're going to push these guys back. And I think I might just go straight through and start eating away at their territory. I don't like them constantly coming in like this. We'll see what we encounter. I don't know if they'll all unify and bring their fleets together. You'd think they wouldn't. But they might. This thing's going to get done and built before I get here, probably. Although it looks like just a regular Starbase. It doesn't look like it's going to be some big massive one. Emperor Titus X Caesar has died at the age of 97 and he's succeeded by Tiberius II. Tiberius II? No. It's Tiberius the 15th. It says it right there. Why doesn't it say it there? There we go. Tiberius the 15th. And he is going to be warlike and frontier spirit. So that's pretty good actually for setting up those extra colonies. And then for doing more damage when we go to war. Yep, perfect. How old's he though? He's getting on a bit. 50. And we'll have to see who the next heir will be. The relocating the galactic market failed because we made it so. Psionic avatar. Psychic unification. Psionic containment. I'm not Oh, exploit a new resource though. Psionic charge. Yeah, sure. I'm not really one for the going down the whole psionic thing, or doing anything psionic, but it's really up to you guys, I guess. Let me know what you think. I don't want you to tell me what you think based on what's most realistic, or what's best in the game. I want it what's more realistic based on what we would do. Like Romans would be, I would consider, fairly spiritual, and we are spiritual. We have temples. We still pray to the gods. We still consecrate to the gods. Whether it be just because of tradition or because of we actually believe in some sort of spiritual power, I'm not too sure. But I don't necessarily believe... I don't know. I'm projecting my own thoughts onto it, I think, too much. I don't know. Remains to be seen. We'll get it anyway. We are spiritualists, so I guess it makes sense. A new heir. Numeria. She's taking the number of her dad. You know what? It's going to be Numeria the First. There's never been a Numeria before. And she's going to be... she's got an eye for talent. And she also gives us extra influence when she's in charge. It's pretty good. She's 25.
Construction online.
I'm just trying to think, what are we going to do? Man, these are just coming through now, aren't they? The construction fleet. So I guess they're still expanding, like a regular empire almost now. This isn't the way I thought they would settle. I thought they settle and become an empire. But they still are just like a raider clan thing. So I wondered, could they unify again? Maybe. Yeah. I feel like they're still a threat. Is there no way to say, like... No, there's no focus for them anymore? Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. Alright, so our Federation is about 60% of the way there. Which is good. Alright, everything's business as usual. Let's see, are we lacking anything big time? We have got some unemployment. Need to get this set up again to feed back. This is going to start building soon. Our fleet is on its way back down. What we'd love to be able to do is start building our own, obviously, gateways and things now. Alright, you know what? That's driving me crazy, so I'm just going to have to remove this. Let's just switch it to passive observation. We'll just passively observe them now. Hopefully they've shifted, and they're as Roman as can ever be. And they'll stop giving me that message that makes me want to kill myself. There's 3 construction ships down here. It's hard to tell. Is this us? Is this them? Who's building what now? There's so many of us here. Even the Veldonor Zealots are here now. Really don't want them doing anything. It says we're building our starbase to 50%, so it looks like we're doing it. The gateway's been reactivated outside of... Is this ours, though? That looks like the Veldonor Zealots. Because that's like humanoid. That's not a machine ship, is it? It's like a machine ship below it, though. This is so weird. It's like we're all combining. Unless I'm just misremembering.
Online.
If they build that, we're going to war. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, our corvettes are almost here now. The archaeological dig site is continuing for Hidden Worlds. We've traced the wiring to a temple complex devoted to the worship of the Oracle and her clergy in the station's central node, but in the Oracle's chambers, instead of a divine entity, resides an enormous AI nexus of the, quote, Oracle brand. Wires extend from its core like a nervous system through the entire station. Secret communications between the inhabitants reveal there was a failed attempt at storming the temple and deactivating the nexus. It seems likely the society collapsed when it became known that their lives were not governed by divine will, but by a prophetic computer. Restarting the nexus will require extensive repairs. Just turn it off and on again, I guess. I think I've got it. It looks like I'm the one that has it.
Construction online.
Yeah, I did it. Governor Aulus Hosidius died. Oh, he was the kind of corrupt governor, but he was good at science of Terra and beyond. Well, we have another intellectual here, Primus Pacentius. Excellent. Keep our tech rate high. Now we're shooting at the construction ship. Corvettes should be here any second. A question of merit. It's codified in Roman law that Colden are not permitted to occupy positions of leadership within the Roman Empire. However, aptitude tests have revealed one particular Colden to be a genius of startling potential, despite their species. A human, modified, with such aptitudes would, without a doubt, be fast-tracked to an important position. However, as things stand, their talent risks being wasted. Perhaps an exception can be made in this case. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are laws for a reason. Alright, we can now get Titans and ion cannons. Something I completely forgot to look at. Oh my god, that looks awesome as well. Is, didn't we get a new ship type last time? Yeah, we got the Dreadnought. I never looked at it. Holy balls. That is looking thick. That is looking thick. Oh, look. Oh, it's called Julius Caesar. I was gonna call it the Julius if we built a Titan. That's perfect. Nice. Okay, so we have a Nova Bow with 2 Perdition Beams. 16 slot missile core. Wow. 12 slot artillery core. Quantum missiles. Slam out the quantum missiles. And then artillery. Slam out these things. Neutron launchers. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna just really quickly make this. We're gonna make one of these. Oh, for this we need Titan assembly yards though, don't we? That's like a whole thing. We have a citadel though, so we could do it that way. So, let's get rid of all this. Let's see what we got. Shield dampener. Shield enemy shield hit points negative 20%. Shield ship fire rate. Our own ship fire rate. I think it's better to buff our own fleet. Although it's a smaller buff, I guess. That's the thing. Alright, negative 20% to enemy shields. Or to enemy fire rate. 10%. I kind of think that's better. Well, let's do the 20%. I'm so indecisive, it's insane. I see the merits in both. That's my problem. But I don't know which one is better. Okay. So we can't put one of our own unique computers on this. But we don't want to swarm with this thing, do we? We want to hang back, obviously. So let's go artillery. Okay then. So we're going to add on as much armor as we can. Sorry, shields, I should say. Still plenty of power to use. Advanced fire control, which is going to give us an increased chance to hit. Regenerative hull tissue. And advanced shield capacitors. Alright, we're going to give it lots of health. Still has a huge excess of power. But, I mean, I don't know what else we could add onto it other than just more shields. It's got more shields than armor already. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just leave it like that and we might change it in future. We could also make a dreadnought if we wanted to. Jesus Christ. It's so huge. And is there... yeah, there's the X-Slot class Devastator. You can make it a serious point defense craft as well if you wanted to. Just one of these, just all point defense would stop everything. Pretty much. Tachyon Lance. And then an arc emitter. A barrage core. Let's do... another barrage at the back. pretty much exactly what I want. Wow, 2,000 excess power. That's insane. Want to do the one that's like chance to hit or fire rate. This one. Fire control systems. We could do it twice. Does seem to be the best one. Accuracy 10%. Hull regen. Maybe that would be good. So just hull and armor regen over time. I'll go with accuracy. You're going to stay back, obviously. Stay the F back. Standoff tactic. No, just artillery here. Like, if we don't need that much power, should I just reduce this down then? Like, we could have that and it wouldn't be so bad. The upkeep is like 3 energy more. For what, though? Like, all I get is a tiny bit more evasion. Which I don't think is really that worth it. Also, these things can change. Let's go advanced shield capacity. I don't know what to call this. Triari. It's like artillery, though. So, yeah, I don't know. Need a cool big name for it. It'd be something like after an emperor. Do we have an Augustus class? I don't think so, actually. Maybe we'll just call it Augustus. We have a battleship called the Augustus. We don't have a ship type. Just leave it like that, then. I know these aren't like optimal builds. I build for fun, obviously. Almost more than anything. We could definitely lay on more shields, I think. Let's do all shields there. Alright, it's much heavier on the shields this time. Alright, sorry, that took me a while, but that's why I do that in between episodes. And even then, I don't do it right. But let's just go add a ship. We have our Augustus class Dreadnought. 4,000 alloys for one. And a Titan. Now, a Titan, I'm 90% sure, needs Titan assembly yards. We could build the smaller one, though. So let's get the Dreadnought in. And then once that's built, how long does it take? It takes a very long time. Oh no, it doesn't. 700 days. That's not too bad. We'll do that then. In the meantime, we'll need to go back to Auspius, maybe. Titan assembly yards. Do we have that yet? We should, right? Maybe you can only do it when you have a citadel. So let's check back up at Opsius. Not seeing it, which is a little alarm. Oh, I am. There it is. Okay, good. Great. All right, good. So, orbital arcology. A ring wrapping around a planet's equator, increasing the planet's districts. Sure. Let's just get it because it's rare. We're getting all rare tech right now. Alright, sorry for taking so long, but yeah, I'm seeing all this stuff for the first time. A lot of it anyway. So our Corvette fleet has just come back into Zarmaton. We're going to go down into Walmoro. We're going to take back Walmoro. Okay, good thing that the Veldenur did not get it.
New technology discovered.
They are basically acting the same way. If they're keeping everything together, it's not that they're... Oh, that's actually way weaker than it looks. It just looks thick. That's okay, it was just a construction ship. Gravity-based weaponry. A mirage system. It's kind of like the projectors. Let's go with... cyclonic deflectors. I've been looking at that for such a long time and never got it, so let's do it. Okay, the Oracle. Our engineers have restored the Oracle's nexus to an operative state, but not without first disabling its defense system. Evidence suggests it may have been responsible not only for keeping the station's inhabitants alive, but also for killing them. It ran complex computational models that forecast their lives with an estimated accuracy of 75%, correcting divergences and incapacitating future troublemakers before they could disrupt divine order. It has indicated that it wishes to speak with us. Oh god. The Oracle manifests as an elaborate 3D hologram of a tall arthropod female clad in long flowing robes. She bows her head in greeting, then stares emptily ahead with hundreds of huge orbed unseeing eyes. They glow dimly in the gloom as she speaks. Welcome to Divinity Station, friends. I cannot help but notice that you have disabled my security system. May I implore you to restore it immediately. I can assure you that it's only here for your protection. It's only there for your protection. What happened to the inhabitants of this station? No, what are you? I am Oracle, an artificial intelligence gifted with the sight. My software allows me to predict your future with a divine accuracy of 74.999999%. I sense great doubt in you, a great danger ahead. Your society is riddled with crime and deviation. I can make the pain go away. What happened to the inhabitants of this station? I have a failsafe that requires me to terminate a trial in the event of code 034N deviation. The research has become a threat to the Republic. What is code 34N? Test subjects had developed free will. Free will can only be abolished with nerve gas. What is the Republic? The Republic is no more. What trial? My trial. I was designed to build and maintain a society free of crime and suffering, a utopia in which every citizen was instilled with divine purpose and lived up to their full potential, unfettered by indecision and desire. Is that a quantum multi-core processor? We could use that. No, not really. I don't really need it. Maybe, though. You will aid in the administration of our empire. 20 admin cap permanently? That's nothing. We do have some rather troublesome individuals on Terra. A skill 5 governor endowed with the sight joins the Roman Empire. No. Nope. Don't want nerve gas or whatever happening there. I'll take your computer, though. She can pretend to be as spiritual as she wants. We know it's a computer, so don't forget that. Wait, please don't go. My prediction models show that without my aid, your civilization is headed for an imminent collapse within the next 5,348 years and 297 days. I'll take good care of you. My programming guarantees it. Very well, but the security system stays off. You will aid in the administration of our empire. Our models predict your bright future as a toaster. Dismantler. Alright, see you later. Site 1066-7 override vassalized the United Bakari League. Alright, we finished that site. Hope people are okay with that. Maybe if I kept it there, something would have happened in future, but not. I don't know. Not risking it. Not risking it. Okay. I'm very eager to see this fleet be built. Oh my god, has it been built? Our fleet power is 67,000. It very well might have been. No, it hasn't been built yet. Wow, we're just that thick. The Dreadnought is underway. The Augusta-class Dreadnought. New relic activation is available. Well, I know which one I'm going to do. I just don't know what planet. I think the next one was going to be the one at Tau Ceti. It's a 16-slot Tundra world. That's the Site 1066-7 overrides old capital. There's a 17-slot arid world. Yeah, that means pretty much got to be one of these. Ion storms. Probably not that one then. Oh, it expires at 317 days. So it's just some sort of effect. Which one has better districts? This one for sure. It's got all the generators on it. Yeah, let's go for this one. Okay, cool. We're gonna colonize. I mean, we used to own that planet. but I just didn't have the bowel thing for a while. And we can get here with our gateway, which is pretty nice. So our gateway, we can just like warp straight down here and then immediately commence our war against the Site 1066-7 if we want, which is probably what I'm going to do. If we were to declare war right now, we have several claims, and they'd just be bringing in the United Bakari League, which is their tiny little thing here. And I might use the rest of our claims, or our influence, just to get the rest of this territory. So that walls us up against the Dakarite. This gets us to the choke point here. Not that one. That might be enough for one fight. That's a lot of claims. Alright, cool. I think we're going to gear ourselves up for a continued war against the Site 1066-7. The Corvettes can't really come through and do much down here, so we'll have to back off. As long as we take the territory, I doubt the Horde is going to come through this way, to be honest. We'll send Opsius back. Alright, I'm ignoring my planets. So over at Titanium, we have 8 available jobs, 3 of which are metallurgist jobs. Let's resettle some people here. I'll keep time playing on normal, just so that while we're doing that.
Construction online.
So who has the most public... so Gaia has 3 unemployed pops. So let's go you. And that's pretty much it. Although the Mari can also work, so that's good. Rhea can take a couple pops away as well. Appia can take 1. And that might be it. We've only got 3 unemployed pops then, I think. There's an unemployed ruler pop here. Oh yeah, because I removed the Senate House building here. I'll leave them there. They'll get better. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's the resort world. Okay, the agri world of Hades. It's not really an agri world, but let's just improve it for now and build it up for future. Gaia is an agri world. Just build one of these. Improve that. And we'll leave it at that. I don't like to do too much planetary building during the episode because I can get really bogged down in it. But in between episodes, I just kind of fly through them and seemingly have been sorting out everything fine. I mean, we're making a lot. The Brill Hegemony, I've never heard of them, are being attacked by a raid of the Vazarin. So they are all the way down here. Okay. Senate is currently in recess. The next one coming up are more sanctions. Sanctions. That's all that ever comes up once the Galactic Council forms. Once the council forms, then sanctions appear. And then that becomes like a priority that everyone wants to like put forth and stuff. I don't really know why. Okay. Alright, so the thing I'm mostly focusing on, just to get like some focus back into the episode, I'm waiting on this megastructure to get done. That's going to enable us to get the Ascension perk for Gigastructural Engineering, which then also allows me to get the Colossus weapon if I want after that. We're building our Dreadnought, which should be done in 100 days, 150 days. Once the Dreadnought's done, we're going to go through the wormhole, or through the gateway here at System 2872 and the one at Brundisium. Going to go straight through to that and wage a war at Dojak. We're going to bring our Corvettes around as well. The Corvette fleet's on the way back right now. Might be a little risky to go into war when we have the Hazar to our south, but it's a war we can easily handle and just like work on in the meantime before we then double back and refocus on the main thing. So a scientist died. Gnaeus Laronius, 126, was leading the Marinus ship. He was assisting research on Tiberium. Doesn't really matter who I get. Leader experience gained would be nice.
New technology discovered.
Orbital arcologies are done. Grand Citadel, the next level up. Battleship build speed. Destroyer build speed. Let's get the cheap tax for now. Speed up even faster. How's the terraforming doing? It's like 1/10 of the way, maybe a bit more. Okay. Haven't had any more messages since we switched to passive observation as well, which is good. Alright. We're on top of everything. We got our territories back. All's looking good. Alpus Graia's station is building up a little bit of strength. Back up to 12,000 now. I'd like to see it. It's good to see. The Vazarin are making moves again, though. So we gotta get ready for that. If we can build our own gateways, we will. But until we get done with the megastructure, we can't. I do believe there's things you can do in future that allow you to build more than one at a time. And there it is. That's the Dreadnought.
Discovered.
Little thicker than the rest. And our fleet power is up to 83,000. Yes. Little overkill, if anything, for the Site 1066-7. But we're hopefully ready if we can fight and find the Vazarin sometime. They came at us with 140k before. So let me just see with the smaller fleets. There's nothing to upgrade with these, no? Apparently not. Still only level 4 weaponry on those ones. Alright. Let's get moving then. We'll add a Titan to this in future, once we get the Titan assembly yards done. So we're going to go through, appear down here, and wage this war, and just pretty much just knock them out really quickly if we can. Which I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Base ship speed 10%. Colossal movement systems. Pursuing further research of this field will unlock megastructural ship sizes. Yeah. Yes, please. Actually, what was that? Flat I really do want flat cannons. I've been waiting for that to reappear for such a long time, but I'm still gonna get this though. Anything that speeds us up.
Discovered.
Cyclonic deflectors, excellent. Hyperlane generation. Space distortion modules. We still have the rift stabilization, of course, for the Vazarin, and we can find out where they are and go take the fight to them. But I'm not until we have at least 100k fleet power, at least. Then we'll start talking about that. All right.
Warning. Active war zone in proximity.
Senate in session for military sanctions. We'll just oppose it. Sadril exiles are at war with the Traxians again, which means that's a Federation war. They're at war with the privateers then. All right, looking good. So our fleet only needs to go to one other system to make the jump through the gateway. That's pretty good. At least if they're to stay at Opsius. And then straight out at system 2872, just like that. Ready in position, I would say, for pushing in here and taking out the small fleet from the Site 1066-7. We have no empathy for their machines. Hopefully nothing will get by me. Are we ready? I do need to, first off, activate the relic. We have plenty more influence. I'm just going to lay as many of the claims we can and get as much as we can in one war. This is a big one. That's to take out their subservient empire, which I think we'll try and do as well. 145. Man, we can take a lot. I mean, if we could link up to around this side, that'd be pretty nice. Although the goal initially was to get down towards the core. That's as much as we can do. Let's do it. Spending all the influence to do this. Alright guys, here we go. New war. Continuing what we started. Probably not finishing it just yet, but continuing it for sure. So let's find this one. Overwhelming force. Really gets to test out. I mean, we have the aggressive Stertinius and the famous Nerilgicus, who's 83. Of course, the Colden Consortium and the Tyrant Republic are also going to be helping us.
We will cure their ignorance.
We will cure their ignorance. I love it. Alright, let's go. The Speed! Oh, we're on fastest. Let's go back down to normal for a second. The Site 1066-7 override eradicated the cruel organics who once enslaved us. If you share their intentions, you will meet the same end. It's actually not lore friendly, what they've said. They're just trying to scare us. That's not what happened. We know what happened. You were cut off from the people who made you. Alright, we've been debuffed in here, knocking 10k of our fleet power off. Neurilgicus is going to get on the case. Although I think we'll just annihilate this faster than he needs to go around it anyway. You can see the arc emitters kicking off. Oh my god. Oh my god. The debris. We didn't lose a damn thing. They lost about 80% of their stuff. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot? Armies. Our armies are stationed at Brundisium, which is perfect. It's not too far away. Who's leading them? Lucia Dexius. We have seen her before. She's quite old. Okay, so we can split our fleets and tackle this a little bit more efficiently. Let's get the corvettes to get to Cursa. Why can't you go there? Oh, you have to go through that place first. Okay, that's fine. Big fleet will go in this way and down that way. Can't queue up many movements. Wow. Now I think you can like harvest all the debris with ship stations and things like that. But it's business as usual. We don't really have to worry about this fight going on. I don't think they've got anything else left. Surprised they don't just give in now. Achieve war goals. Not going to happen for a while, I guess. Alright, we'll just let that truck on in the background, really. While we work on things
under attack.
With certain planets having issues. So let's build a new foundry ecology. Plenty of amenities. Let's upgrade that building as well. And we'll move people to that planet soon. And I want to keep going for as long as I can until this thing is done, so we can finally start getting some... see what if we can start the Galactic Wonders Ascension perk, and then the Giga Structural Wonders. Any amount of cash is moved.
New technology discovered.
Oh, they took this place right back, did they? Interesting. Alright, cool. Oh, I moved the wrong fleets. The big fleet's going this way. The corvettes are doing the small one. That's fine. Yeah, they took their starbase back. I'm not too sure how they did that. I thought they needed military ships, but their science ship is above it as if it... Oh, it's an exploration cruiser. That's how they did it. That's pretty cool. They're pretty powerful little ships. Alright, we took it back. Which means we can now land on the planet. It's a continental world as well. It's good for us. There's basically nothing there. Defensatrons. Alright, stay here until it's fully captured. And then, well, I guess you can head down this way now. The fleets are landing.
Planetary invasion.
Dexius is down there on the ground with the boys, with the legions. Easy win. Next planet. Is there a planet here? Ionis. Science Nexus. Spatial distortion warheads. Oh. Yep. Sure. Great. Alright. And all the while we're just going to have to hope that we don't get attacked by the Vazaran hegemony. And if we do, we're ready to take them out. Soon, when we get to, I don't know, 20 or 30 years from now, then I'll consider getting the jump drives. We can certainly support the power now. That was one of the things I was worried about before. It was like we didn't have the power to maintain a jump drive. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Commencing planetary invasion.
Alright, Dexia's cleaning up shop.
New technology discovered.
Another planet here, no planet there. Okay. The Corvettes then will keep going down this way just to get all of our claim systems. Just get all of that. There's no planets out that way. The next planet's over at... I don't even know where. Tistra. So they can just stay there until the main fleet comes back. Good stuff. Now, they haven't gone into these systems. Oh, there's actually an archaeological dig site here. Frozen Complex. Cool. We can do that in future. Would have loved to fight the Ether Drake now. Such a shame. Lot of unemployment now, though. Gotta move people around. Terra could probably do with having more people. An embassy complex. More envoys. Envoys. Yeah. Could we... We might need to assign one here, but let's just for now assign one to the galactic community. Gives us a little bit more diplomatic weight, not that much more. Kosher Trade League are actually kind of catching up on us after we made some significant gains. Alright, they're at 53% war exhaustion. I think when they hit 100, you can just... It'll like really help you achieve war goals, I think. Demanding surrender, demanding unoccupied systems. Demanding surrender. Have we put claims on all their planets? No, no, no. We never put claims on this one. It's not full surrender. Now the Titan is done, I think. The Titan assembly yards. Let's check. Yep, we can now start building Titans, and we have 15,000 alloys. So now we can also start thinking about a Federation fleet to really help out. As well as that. But for now, let's just add the Titan to our main ship, our main fleet. It's gonna have to make its own way out to it. I guess it might take a while, but whatever. Okay, so we should have taken that place pretty easily. Yep, just blasted. Scientist Mayo Opternia has passed. She was leading the Hephaestus. Oh, she just did that archaeological dig. We'll leave this unoccupied for now. Let's put on some of the regular Stellaris war music. I'm gonna hide this screen, so there's too much unemployment there. I'll deal with it in between episodes. That's the best way to do it. And then when we come back, my economy is amazing. My economy is pretty good even with the unemployment right now.
Conquered another world.
We'll start to feel the stability hits if we do leave it for too long. Alright, if we were to check the claim systems, we have 2 there. Oh, these are actually never claimed. Okay, well, we'll get those 2 anyways. And then it's all of these, and then we're done. So we can definitely wrap this up in this episode, I think. So the main fleet is going to have to start coming back now. Get up there, and then the Corvette fleet, once it's done down there, it's going to head up here. So easy as that, all queued up and ready to go. Now, our new colony has been established here. This place has been trashed. Place isn't the best place to live either, so we'll do the Nubal life seeding. Beautiful. Tundra world, I think it was, turned into a Gaia world. Easy as that. Alright, great. And we're making great influence as well. Alright, I think so anyway. And then we're getting new envoys.
New technology discovered.
Hey, we went up a Federation level. So we're now level 2. And the cohesion stayed the same. I thought when you go up a level... Oh no, yeah. You only go up a level then if we go centralization increased. Now, why do you increase centralization? Oh, yeah. That's cohesion. I remember now. To get the next... Yeah. So, if we want to get to level 3, and, like, if we ever wanted to turn this on, for instance, this requires... It's yellow. It requires level 3, which means turning up our centralization, which means taking a hit to cohesion. So, we don't need to do that now. We're fine for now. but we will do it in a moment. So we have the blue one, which is for, we'll be able to do majority vote on inviting other members if we wanted to, or presidents decides it's probably just better anyway. That hurts cohesion. So yeah, I'll look through all this on my own, but for now it's really not that important until we get to the very end. And I'm more interested in just getting the different benefits. So resources from job 5%. Again, don't know if that's for just members or if that's for me as well as a president. But for me, Federation President contributes to Federation fleet capacity without deducting from my own. So my own should have just jumped up a bit. And then I get an extra envoy, just straight up like that. And then we're going to get another one. So we're going to go up to 5 envoys pretty soon. So Galactic Community, going to assign another one here. I was on 18, now I'm on 20. It's going to help me have a bit more weight to throw around in that Galactic Community. Base ship speed has been increased 10%. The Ambassador of Justice, a flagship. Oh, maybe that should be called the Julius Caesar. Ah, that should be probably just named after whatever emperor we have at the time, I think. Makes the most sense. That's a really heavy one to get. I'm not gonna do that now. 46 months is a bit too long. But we'll do repair drones, just as a smaller tech. Terra's getting its Grand Embassy Complex. That doesn't actually add any jobs or anything. We could increase... I don't really know what other jobs to get other than just tech all the time, so that's just what I'm going to do. So let's get research labs, and we can scale that and like increase... Like there's so many jobs for each of these now. There's 8 jobs per building. And that means that we can grow the planet pretty well. How's our strategic resources? We're a bit low on the crystals. Psionic containment. Job base production for psionic charge. 2 channeler jobs. Sure, why not? And then we need this, but we don't have dark matter yet. So we can't do that. We could buy dark matter actually and just get that going. I don't know what we do with the gravity resource though. Probably just ship weapons, I guess. Alright, ship fire rate increased. Starbase damage increased as well. My god, we are flying now. Damn, I wish the Great Khan was alive now. I'd love to fight him now. It'd be so good. A mega shipyard. Oh yes. I've never had one. Never seen one. Let's get that then. That's not the Juggernaut though. Is it, the mega shipyard doesn't move, right? But it's the Juggernaut that moves and makes ships, I think. At the same time. We're gonna have to start thinking about our second fleet at some point in the future. And then also the Federation fleet. Alright, so let's have a look. Almost done with the mega art installation. Exciting times. And then maybe we can start thinking about building our own gateways. Is that possible yet? No. I think that's a different tech. Might be a different tech. That produces a lot of motes and gas and also energy. That's pretty good. That's really good, in fact. The SUCC construction site. A little too good. Some of these things are a little too good. I hope the AI builds them too. I might start off simple though and just go with the other research ones first, like we were originally planned. So our fleet's going to come through and attack the 800 strength fleet here. Our corvettes are heading back up to Mira. Playing time on fast. We're hiding my inefficiencies. All looking good. Emperor Tiberius the 15th. He's not yeah, he is the 15th. He's not waiting around any longer now. It's been long enough, and he's warlike. He's been waiting for finally a proactive emperor to take the fight to the enemies around us. Unlike Emperor Titus, who was, you know, pretty amazing in his own right. He built titanium. He restored many things. Restored gateways. Restored the arcologies. Began the restoration of the megastructure for the mega art installation. Advanced our technologies in untold and unthinkable ways, as many of the emperors have done before him. But Emperor Tiberius the 15th is a little bit more simple. Much like Tiberius the 14th before him,
Construction
is
online.
warlike. And he wants to see results immediately. And Stertinius is all the more happy to comply, as he is an aggressive general, or admiral. God. That's crazy. They like die before the plasma hits them, and then when it does, you just see them get shattered. They're just machines, though. They are just machines. Remember that. Achieving war goals is getting a little bit better. Now, Mira, is there a planet here? No. The next planet is Tridus or Titus or something. Tistra. That's it. Alright, we're going to go straight to Tistra then. This is going to hit our Empire Sprawl pretty badly. For the first time in a long time. In fact, we do have a world which was focused on bureaucracy, which I think was Augustus. Augusta? Maybe we could do it putting a new one down. And getting some housing. Sort that planet out. 400 alloys per month. Love to see it.
Construction online.
This is an awkward little area. 848 pops? Really? Wow. Is that because of the planets we have, maybe? The extra... Let's see, actually. It would say. No. We have 119 ADs. That's crazy, man. I thought we stopped them coming in. Wow, they just multiply. Cobarian warriors sighted. For several months now, we've received scattered reports of small numbers of alien mercenaries and privateers operating on the frontiers of our space. They call themselves Cobarian. They're apparently exiles from a nomadic warrior culture inhabiting overcrowded space stations in and around the Gothra system. Their passage near our space proceeded without incident, but they warned us against trespassing in Gothra. There is no Cobarian central government to speak of, but their various factions are engaged in constant infighting and often launch raids against neighboring star systems. Indeed, given their vast population and space-based production capabilities, the Cobarian would likely be significant galactic power if they ever stop killing each other. There's a second Marauder? Outsiders, we are the Cobarian. Unlike the civilized star nations of the galaxy, we have no single master to lord over us, but I have been chosen to convey this message to you on behalf of all of the houses. Do not try and impose your soft and effete ways upon us. You may freely send your alien ships into Cobarian territory, but do not expect them to return. Our warriors will welcome the diversion, however. Transmit on this frequency only if you wish to offer tribute or if you have need of mercenaries as well as the means to pay for them. Wow. So I guess I get what I asked for, because I said I was a little annoyed that these guys are kind of expanded and we don't get to fight the Khan. There might be a second Khan. Very interesting. But they're pretty far away from us, so we don't have to worry about it. But very interesting nonetheless.
New technology discovered.
We're a little low on Zro. Apparently we're consuming it with buildings. I'll have to check that in between episodes. I didn't know you could consume Zro and what's using it. Spatial distortion, weaponry or whatever. It's good. Singularity reactors. This is insane. Let's get something that's a little cheap. Something affordable. Alright. Where's the fleets now? The Dakarite are receiving a Vazarin raid. Okay, so we're continuing on. Let's get a little zoomed in. I feel like I'm stuck out in that galactic screen all the time. Let's watch our 65 Corvettes under the extremely famous Opsius Nerilgicus, still famous for his acts against the Nerilga swarm when he tied them down in the now aptly named Opsius system. Can't forget the history of this guy. We need to name his fleet like Opsius's Corvettes or something, you know? They're basically his. Order has been restored on Cicero. Good to see it. Off we go to the Tisra system. And there's a planet here that will be landing on Multiplus. Using our quantum missiles and our neutronium armor. We're heavy on the armor. Compared to shields, at least. Took out the exploration cruiser. I love the idea of firing missiles and then the ships go alongside the missiles at the same speed as them. That's what was happening there. It looks so cool. And like obviously having the intelligent systems not to hit yourself, you know. It's a pretty cool idea to start firing so early and then keep firing as you move up. Grand Citadel heavy carriers, battlecruiser build speed. Let's get the heavy carrier. I'll then look into some ship components in between episodes. There is so much for the ship stuff in the game. It would take a very long time to figure it all out, I think. Alright, our main fleet, Classis 1 under Stertinius, is going to head down to Tatrogor. And we're hoping to also take these guys out, the United Picari League, who are now the vassal of the Site 1066-7 override. Alright, Queso's Conquerors coming in with Lucia Dexus. It's interesting, we have Queso leading this fleet. Another Queso, Stertinius. How's Titanium doing? Speaking of, how's this place doing? It's doing okay, could be doing better. Interesting, I think we unlocked 2 extra slots here when we didn't need to, or like through a technology maybe. Yeah, maybe, it might have been the, I could be wrong, but it might have been the technology for the anti-grav technologies that we're getting that allowed us to do that, or maybe it just hadn't been upgraded yet. That's probably the more likely situation. We'll upgrade it now anyway. The amount of crap in here. Can we start harvesting that? You can do a war memorial. A great deal of blood was shed for this system. Or you can do a disposal center, which just says produces 5 minerals. And I'm guessing clears it up. This produces unity. I mean, 5 minerals is nothing, so I don't know why you'd want to do that. But, okay. I'll make a disposal center just because it's kind of like lore friendly. And I want to see, does it kind of clear up any faster? I think it just goes away automatically over time. But some systems, the War Memorial, for instance, at Opsius, there's still like remnants from Opsius's famous battle out there, which I love. Like, I want that to stay there. It's a war memorial. It makes sense. So, I'd like to say see it stay. Alright, we're almost down at Petrograd.
Planetary invasion.
Planetary invasion. They haven't really ever built defense armies, so we just took it instantly, I guess. Alright, and the armies are going to head down to help out down here, and then we're done. Cybro. So I'm not really too sure what happened here. The Picari are a race that came from the Tyrene Republic, the secondary race or species that came from the Tyrene Republic, and somehow founded themselves their own empire out in the middle of Site 1066-7 override territory. Really bizarre. Like, I can't really think of how that would have happened, how the Pops would have made it to Site 1066-7 override and then gained independence. It's a pretty weird set of circumstances. There's an exploration cruiser, so go take that out first. That was so fucking cool. Man, I'm such a nerd. Loved it though. I'm such a casual. Oh my god. They're just machines. Don't ever forget it. That was awesome. Alright, let's go get to that planet. An advertising blimp? What the hell is this? Can't click it. Can't see it. Death World. What? At first glance, this planet may seem like a paradise, but beneath the treacherous beauty and enticing richness of this world lies nothing but death. Holy crap as well. Look at the amount of armies. This is a battle. Holy shit. Wow. Freedom fighters from the Bakari. Constant biological competition between flora and fauna forces every species to develop deadly and horrific features. The biosphere is thus hostile towards colonizers, but settlers who are able to adapt and survive will emerge as hardened warriors. We're doing a little damage to them now. We should have more than they do. They have 1,700 strength as a garrison. We have 2,000. Yeah, let's go. Deploy the legions. We will not wait. We're behind schedule already anyway. A focused arc emitter. Absolutely. Like, we'll bombard them as much as we can. Indiscriminate, please. Alright, stop. Right, we're landing down. It's gonna be a big one, so let's put on some cool music. Wow, look at that. I don't know if we'll win. The legions might not win. How could I say that? Of course the legions will win. I wish we heard some noises and stuff from battle. That'd be pretty cool. It's just straight up legions. We're cutting through them pretty handedly. At least in terms of... They don't even have a general. Awesome. The ruined Mega Art installation has been restored. The once ruined Mega Art installation in Estain has been restored to operation, fully repaired and stocked with a selection of the greatest artworks of the Roman Empire. It also contains a small selection of exhibits which are recovered and restored from the original one. Excellent. Now, while that fight is ongoing, yes, there it is. Galactic Wonders. Ringworld, Matter Decompressor, Dyson Sphere. Okay, so we've gotten that. People were saying as well, by the way, Galactic Contender does help with damage towards Marauder Empires and the Vazaran Hegemony. So that would also help. It's a thing for fighting against endgame crisis and stuff. See, this is like one Ascension perk, you know, with a whole megastructure in it. But I'm not going to do that. Arcology project, which we could do if we wanted. Now, the other one I was looking at was this thing. Requires the Titanic Ringworld construction technology and the dark matter drawing technology. Okay, well, at least we're in position and ready to get that. Vast expanses. Requires gigastructural constructs. So you need that to get this. This allows birch worlds. I don't know what that is. A massive habitat built around the largest of the black holes. Jesus. There's some serious projects in here. So I won't misclick and do anything right now. We could get Colossus. I think I haven't run a vote in a while. I'm going to ask you, yeah, so here's going to be one of the votes on whether or not we need Colossus projects and if we're going to then, you know, crack worlds. So that's going to be a vote. Should we do the Colossus project? The next one is, I wanted to do a vote, I don't know if I'll actually run it yet, was to do with the primitives and what we should do with them. But they haven't been uplifted. But once they are, I kind of wonder what we should. But I feel like we need to know more when they are uplifted, or if they ever are, or if we should uplift them. I don't know. But I'll just read comment space tonight. If you got any feedback about the primitives, let me know. Alright, we're almost done with this war. I know I'm running a bit over, but let's just finish it off. The battle rages on. They're down to 1,200. We're down to 1,700. And I think once we take this, we'll have everything we said we'd get. If we don't, let me just make sure we do. In terms of planes. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we've got everything we need. could just take more systems in the meantime anyway to tip the balance in our favor. The battle rages on. Let's speed it up then. We're almost double their strength now. The legions are performing very well against these freedom fighters. They're not disciplined, not well trained, and they're not led by Lucia Dexius. What's her... She's a glory seeker. She's down there, right down there with them. It used to be, back in the day, you could see the army that contained the general. I really liked that, but I think people thought it was too random because sometimes that you didn't get to decide if they went in or not and they might die. I liked it. Alright, so there's almost not many of them left, and it's going to be using all the reserves now that are going to fill in, if at all. Yeah. So we're cutting through their disengaged lines. So we're basically through their front line now, engaging their back lines, I think basically. It's kind of like how that's represented. You could think of it that way. I think we lost some as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we lost 6 legions so far. It's kind of a lot. Ring world tech. There it is. We can build a ring world. Yeah, let's do it. I'd love to build a ring world. I don't even know what districts they have.
An enemy world.
But I think one of them's food. Lucy Dexis now gained the Arrested Development trait. Oh, that's a shame. That means she's not going to level up any further. I hate that one. She's just like reached her limit. She is level 6 in fairness. So we did it. We took the world. We came back out of there with 24. We went down with 30. So about 6, you could probably say 6 million legions. Or 6 million people died. Casualty wise. But they had like vastly more. But they were broken into smaller groups, I think. Either way, a hard fought victory. Achieve the war goals. We could claim a little bit more for an increased cost. I don't think it's worth it. I think we could just do another... Like, have another war and just claim the last little planets, and then the rest will fall away if we wanted to. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because there's a planet here. It's like, oh, we could just claim right there, but I don't know. I'll leave it. Don't want to waste the influence. Achieve the war goals, please. Get ready for some thick border growth. In a moment. They offered peace to us, I think. And we just passed something. I missed what it was, though. Unfortunately, I clicked it away. The war is over. We admit defeat. It's the best possible outcome. Oh, yes. Looking thick. Borders are actually looking a little too thick, if I'll be honest. And we're going to go into a bit of an economic shock while I figure everything out. And we kill off a lot of these pops. We just gained about 200 drill... Well, 100 drill 087s. Not as much as I thought, actually. But then we also would have gained more Picari. There's 45 Picari conditioned. Who live on this planet, then? Yeah, Picari, but they're not... These ones aren't conditioned. Oh, they're at the very top. 30 of them. Okay, cool. Yep. Alright, great. So that's going to be it for this particular run. I'll be looking forward to all your comments. Remember, for the vote, it's in my Twitter, or at ROP Tweets. Remember, if you want to get episodes early, you can also go onto Patreon. For $5 or more, you can get episodes early. Or if you're a Twitch subscriber of mine, the links for both are /Republic of Play Patreon and Twitch /Republic of Play. If you're on Twitch, you get the early access in my Discord. If you're on Patreon, you can get it there or in my Discord as well. It's actually the same for being a YouTube joiner, member, I guess. You can't join on this Let's Play channel, but you can join on my main channel, which is Republic of Play. Then you just link an account to Discord and you get it all there. So I appreciate the support. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying it. I love to play through. I'm glad to see there's another Marauder, and I'm glad to see some of the empires are actually kind of gaining some momentum, and they're staying equivalent, even though we're starting to really speed up now. We're gonna have a headache of solutions to kind of implement now. like to connect some hyperlanes if I could, but then obviously we're going to start thinking about now building our gateways. So let's have a look at what we can build really quickly. We can build this suck site, the stellar particle. We can build everything. So we're going to start building these. We have 21,000 alloys in the bank right now, which is great. So we're going to immediately get to work on our next megastructures. Orbital arcology construction sites as well. A small ring world around a planet. And then I want to build a ring world. I want to build everything. Everything. At some point. We're going to try and fill in these territories. So if I get rid of that, and we just have a nice clean look at the borders. Looks good, man. It looks good. Tyrene Republic snugly fitting inside. The Colden Consortium could be doing a little bit better. We might take the fight to the Hazar Braves now. I feel like our fleet is going to be big enough and good enough to fight them. And maybe grow some territory for the Colden. Our allies. I feel like, you know, there are allies who are really allies of opportunity for us. But I feel like we're true to our word. And we'll try to keep them going. And considering there's so many allies in the other leagues and things like that, they would be kind of a little valuable member to have down here in the greater Roman Empire, I think. And we're building this up nicely as well, which is good. Cohesion is fine. And the next one that's coming up is for us. Leverage privateering. We're backing it already, which is good. Increasing trade value, trade protection, and diplomatic weight from economy, making us even stronger. And perhaps eventually we could strong arm out one of the other council members at some point. I'll have to look into how that's done. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll be able to read all your comments as well, so make sure to leave a bunch. And I'll see if I can include them in the episode itself. Alright, bye!